For Honor, How to Counter Highlander Part 2. Anyway, here's how to counter Highlander in a more of a intermediate level of skill. Anyway, when it comes to good old Highlander, you gotta know that he has two types of stances. You know when he's in each set, when you see a lot of crazy unblockable stuff, or when you hear him say, "Don't baglas," or when you see his sword drop to the ground instead of having it by his chest at all times, and also when his sword is glowing red. Anyway, when he's in the stance, everything is unblockable, so yeah, just go ahead and parry everything. But then there's a small trick up his sleeve you can whip out at any time, aka his light attack while he's in that offensive form. Aka he can throw a ton of very lightning fast light attacks, which is pretty crazy because of the fact he can spam that thing like crazy. Then another move, which is actually his opening move, or most used opening move, is his top heavy, but then he feints into kind of a Zelda spin attack, which I'd say is pretty confusing since it always seems to get me somehow. But anyhow, I have actually blocked it before, and also you might switch it up and just do a regular top heavy, or just open up with a few lights, or just play like a turtle and just huddle in the shell and wait for you to attack. When it comes to this guard break, because, well, you can't really block that unless he counter guard breaks. And counter guard breaking is kind of hard to do in the easier levels, but when it comes to intermediate, he'll most likely counter. And you'll probably think that you're the ledge thrower type, which I'm not sure if you are. And anyway, other than that, all of his attacks, any of them, his except for the offensive mode light attacks, those are crazy fast. But the ones, his regular light attack and his unblockable heavy and his regular heavy, they're all pretty slow. And yeah, when it comes to that, you just gotta back away or block and just find an opening. Like, usually in even regular sword fighting, if you overswing, which is what this guy does a lot, you'll leave yourself wide open for a little swipe on the neck or something. And I'd say that is the perfect opportunity to take this guy out. There's another trick is when if he's in offensive mode and he tries to do that crazy grab which throws you on the ground, well, just dodge backwards. Because he has T-Rex arms. He doesn't have that much reach. He has a small bit of lunge when it comes to that attack, and I think that's more towards the sides than going backwards. Anyhow, it's pretty easy to dodge that, and also, I'm not sure, but it might guarantee you a top heavy, which is, well, the most damage you can do in this game without feats or whatnot. Other than that, is that a stamina game? It's not all that great either, so get him out of stamina and just wail on him like here and just absolutely demolish him. And also, his full-on playstyle is being able to trade attacks, like mostly on his defensive form. Like, he can start off a good attack with a top heavy to side heavy feint, but still it's kind of finicky. You might be able to do something about it. And if you happen to block it or whatnot, you can start up like another light or heavy and be able to trade an attack with you and still do significant damage to you, which is not all that great. So, yeah, in defensive mode is pretty hard to get down if he's turtling, but if he's wailing on that heavy attack button, like if there's no tomorrow, it's pretty easy. And also, if he does land a heavy or a light, he can go directly into offensive mode in the snap of a finger and go do a lot of unblockable stuff on you. So you gotta be on your toes when it comes to that, because a lot of the little bit higher level Highlanders will do that and just get a regular heavy or light, or even do that feint attack and go directly into offensive mode and start wailing on you with unblockable attacks, or even spam lights, which I'd say it's kinda hard to get out of sometimes. But just note, if he tries to either kick you with the unblockable kick or with the unblockable grab, just dodge backwards, and you'll, I'm not sure, but I think he might get a free either double light or one light or a upwards heavy. And I'd say that's a lot of damage when it comes to your side and your end of the favor. Other than that, I just say use the weird quirks of your heroes. Like here, I was using good old Warden, so I was trying to feint my top heavy so I can get that crushing counter. And, oh yeah, and also a reminder, this guy also has a crushing counter strike, which lets him get a free light on you whenever you, well, accidentally do an attack. And I'd say that's not all that great. Yeah, it does give you a free upwards heavy. Well, that's cool. Anyway, other than that, even some cheesy stuff, like you've seen me use the vortex in this gameplay. And when it comes to that, just use all the good parts and try to keep your weaknesses aside, which I know it's pretty hard, especially for me. Well, anyway, smack that like button, hit that sub, drop a comment, and check the description to go back to part 1 if you want, if you're just battling noobs. And, well, anyway, see you guys later, and enjoy the rest of the game.